Hi, remember me? I'm a southern elephant seal pup, and I live in Antarctica. If you saw part 1 of my story, which was mostly make-believe, you found out what happens when elephant seals get colds in their noses. Now this is part 2, questions and answers about me and my friends.
And I'm Dr. Beth Parks, a wildlife biologist and author. I took these pictures on a place called Deception Island in Antarctica. This is part 2 of the story, where you're going to learn the real facts about elephant seals in a fun way. The little pup is going to answer some of the questions you may have about southern elephant seals. The pages are in pairs, and you can tell each pair by its color. The first page shows you a picture and asks you a question. Think about your answer and choose the one you think is right. The next page tells you the answer and explains why it's correct. Hit the pause button as often as you like so you can think about what you see. Take your time and have fun. Once you know the answer, see if you can trick your friends.
So here we go. I'd like to know, do elephant seals really get colds in their noses? And the answer is no. Elephant seals don't get colds in their noses. The bright red noses and throats in the pictures are make-believe. The color was added to the photos with a computer program. The seal in the photo says,
"A computer did this to me."
Human children usually catch colds 6 to 10 times a year. Adults tend to catch colds less often. Colds usually get better with just rest and fluids in about a week. Do seals and other animals get sick? Of course they do, but they don't catch colds. I'd like to know, where do southern elephant seals live? Near the Arctic? Near California? Near the equator? Near Antarctica? And the answer is, southern elephant seals live near Antarctica. They can often be found near the coasts of the southern continents and islands. They spend a lot of time feeding at sea. You can see where Antarctica is on that map. Brrr! It's cold down here. Northern elephant seals live along the Pacific coast from Alaska to Mexico. They're larger than their southern cousins. I'd like to know, which animals do not live near southern elephant seals? Leopard seals, penguins, polar bears, or whales? And the answer is, polar bears do not live near southern elephant seals. Polar bears live in the Arctic. That's at the northern end of the globe. The seal on the left says,
"Who are you?"
and the polar bear on the right says,
"Nobody you know. By the way, what's a penguin?"
Penguins, like southern elephant seals, live in the southern hemisphere. Antarctica is at the southern end of the globe. You'll never find penguins meeting polar bears in the wild. I'd like to know, what are elephant seals? Are they birds, reptiles, mammals, or fish? And the answer is, elephant seals are mammals.
"We're mammals,"
says the seal on the left. "We're birds," say the penguins. Mammals have hair or fur. Mother mammals give birth to their young. They nurse their babies with milk from their mammary glands. The penguins in the background are birds. Birds have feathers. Mother birds lay eggs. When penguin chicks hatch from eggs, their mothers feed them with their bills. I'd like to know, is this how elephant seals are born? And the little seal coming out of the egg says, "Did I hatch?" And the answer is, no, elephant seals don't hatch from eggs. And the little guy inside the egg says, "Darn, I'm a fake." This picture was made with a computer. It combines a small photo of an elephant seal with a photo of a penguin's egg. I'd like to know, what do elephant seals eat? Hamburger? Squid and fish? Macaroni and cheese? Pizza? And the answer is elephant seals eat mostly squid and fish. They also like octopus, cuttlefish, skates, rays, and small sharks. Because elephant seals eat meat, they're called carnivores. They have sharp teeth. And the seal on the left says,
Feed me.
males weigh up to 8,800 pounds. That's over 4 tons. They grow to be about 20 feet long. Females are much smaller. They weigh about 1,500 pounds. They grow as long as 10 feet. I'd like to know, what does an elephant seal breeding unit look like? 1 male and 1 female? 1 female and many males? 1 male and many females? Many females and many males? And the answer is an elephant seal breeding unit consists of 1 male and many females. A beachmaster bull may have as many as 50 cows in his harem, and sometimes more. The bull on the left says,
I want your women.
and the bull on the right says,
Go get your own harem.
males fight each other to claim territories and females. The strongest bull becomes the beachmaster. I'd like to know, what is an adult male elephant seal's big nose called? Is it a trunk, a proboscis, a snoot, or a beak? And the answer is the male elephant seal's big nose is called a proboscis. Proboscis. It looks a little like an elephant's trunk, and that's how the elephant seal got its name. A male elephant seal fills his proboscis with air, like a balloon. When he blows the air out, the noise sounds like a bubbling roar. He uses that noise to scare off other males. Females and young males have flatter noses. It's hard to tell them apart. I'd like to know, what is it called when a seal sheds its old coat? Sloughing, doffing, casting, or molting? And the answer is the shed is called molting. And the seal says,
My back itches.
molting takes about a month. Patches of faded and soiled fur, as well as pieces of old skin, fall or rub off. Elephant seals haul out on land until their sleek new coats grow in. I'd like to know, what best protects elephant seals from the cold? Fur, blubber, skin, or hair? And the answer is a thick layer of blubber protects elephant seals from the cold. Elephant seals don't eat during the breeding and molting seasons. They survive on the energy stored in their fatty blubber. And the seal says,
I love my hundreds of pounds of quivering blubber.
I'd like to know, is the real elephant seal on the left or the right? The guy on the left says, Is he for real? And the one on the right says,
Did you say something?
and the answer is, the real elephant seal is on the right. The one on the left says, Whoops, I'm imaginary. And the one on the right says,
I'm the real one.
the seal on the left is a fantasy. The trunk was patched on from the photo of a real elephant. The thought and speech balloons are make-believe. I'd like to know, what is Antarctica like? How big is it? What does it look like? Is it wet or dry? How cold is it? And the answers are, Antarctica is about as large as the United States and Europe combined. It is the coldest, windiest, highest, and driest of the 7 continents. It has mountains. It also has some ice-free coastal areas and beaches. It is the coldest place on Earth. Ice covers about 98% of its surface. The ice averages 1 mile thick. Icebergs float in the ocean. About 2% of Antarctica is barren rock. Antarctica also has volcanoes, like the one above on the right. This page is for adults and for all you budding scientists. Every plant and animal has a classification or taxonomy, which is a system of categorizing living things. There are 7 divisions in the system, which you can see on the left-hand side: a kingdom, a phylum, a class, an order, a suborder, a family, a genus, a species, and then its name, which has 2 parts. It's called the binomial name. I'm a southern elephant seal. My kingdom is Animalia. That's also called metazoa, or animals. My phylum is Chordata. That's mostly animals with backbones. And my class is Mammalia. We're warm-blooded animals with backbones, hair or fur, middle ear bones, and mammary glands. My order is Carnivora. I'm a meat-eater. My suborder is Pinnipedia. That means fin or feather-footed animals, like seals and sea lions. My family is Phocidae, or true or earless seals. My genus is Marunga, and my species is Leonina. So that makes my binomial name Marunga leonina. All scientific classifications are done in Latin. Nobody speaks Latin anymore, but it's really useful if you're going to be a scientist or someone who is practicing in the medical field. There's a lot of stuff to learn here, but once you figure out how to do it, you'll be able to identify plants and animals all over this world. It's really quite exciting. Well, this is the end, really, because we had an end to part 1, and this is the end of part 2. Oh my goodness, it looks like my friend has fallen asleep. Psst! Learn more about elephant seals at your library. You can find out a lot more about me and other kinds of animals and plants all over the world. Have fun. Bye-bye.